you're pointing out the difference between Europe and the US, and another notable character here in the United States, of course, President Trump has been doing exactly the same thing today, saying, look, the European Central Bank acting quickly. It cuts rates 10 basis points. They're trying and succeeding in depreciating the euro against a very strong dollar and hurting US exports. The Fed sits and sits and sits. They get paid to borrow money while we are paying interest. When you teach your Dartmouth College students about the problems or the benefits of actually paying interest, I mean, this isn't a great situation to want, is it, to have negative interest rates?
Well, it's not a great interest to want. And I've been critical a lot about Trump's policy in the trade war. But I think I've said on several occasions, I think he's right. Certainly several of the moves by the Fed were in error. I mean, to argue that you should go negative, I mean, I think that's a stretch too far. But I think he's right. The Fed shouldn't have raised rates as much as it did. Certainly 4 or 5 of those rate rises look to be in error. The markets are actually, with him and with me, pricing in cuts. I think so. He's right on that score. And I think the evidence is that the global economy is slowing, in the US impacted by the Fed, and in Europe we haven't talked about the other one, which is Brexit. And obviously Brexit looks to be bad for growth. I mean, people are talking about if you have a no-deal Brexit, that's going to lower GDP growth in the UK by 5 percentage points. But the IMF rightly has said Brexit itself is a downside risk to the global economy. So you have this confluence of things coming through, and it's hard to see much move on monetary policy, and Draghi's right. Where are the fiscal guys? Draghi said, where are the fiscal guys? The governor of the Bank of Australia has been cutting rates, saying the same thing. We've only so far we can go. Get the fiscal guys on board, and we haven't heard from them. So Trump's right, but where are the fiscal authorities here?